97.9 The Box is the Madd Hatta Morning Show. Now, when was this, Jazz? Last week, we had an interesting conversation on the airways. Do you remember what that interesting conversation was?
Yes.
What?
Polygamy.
Exactly.
You didn't remember, did you?
I remember.
No, you didn't.
I wanted to give Cooper
So
his
we
time.
started talking about this on the airways. Now, let me just say this. I'm preface this before I introduce these people. We've had this conversation on the airways before, Jim. And in the past, when we would have this conversation,
Yes.
And we've been on a couple of years, in the past, it seemed like the audience was not accepting. And this is the first time when we talked about it,
Yeah.
it seemed like most of the audience was like, yeah.
Or
Here
they're,
for it.
Or they're
And I'm not
into
going to say they were overly here for it or anything like that, but it just seemed like there was more acceptance than years past.
Yeah.
So as we're having this conversation, a couple that lives, what is it called? Is it called the polygamist lifestyle? Is it? I know y'all have an actual name for it, Alex.
It's polygamy, but it's a title for it in the polygamy lifestyle under the umbrella. It's polygyny. It's a male with multiple wives.
So when I actually played that clip, because a lot of people were like, she said that wrong.
She actually said it
She said
absolutely
it right.
correct. Yes.
So it is polygamy.
Polygyny.
Polygyny.
Now there's also like how if a female wanted multiple husbands, it's called polyandry. So polygamy is the lifestyle, but
Right.
there are different titles to what you're doing. It falls into different ways of how you want it to be.
Oh, wow.
So that's why when a lot of people were saying, "Oh, she's saying it wrong," she was absolutely saying it absolutely correct because of what she was
Y'all
talking about.
stand to
the
be correct, the
lifestyle.
audience.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so she said it correct. You know.
Because me and Jimbo was kind of like, look at Jimbo. Jimbo
So,
said,
so what you're doing now, that definition, you can never bring in another person or another man. I mean, you have to stick to the rules of he has to have two wives.
It
Mo-
depends,
It depends.
on...
okay,
What
first, okay,
you're
stop.
saying.
Stop. Before we get deep into this, let's do some introductions. Let's welcome them to the show. Jimbo don't never jump in. Jimbo, hold on, Mr. Jim. Jimbo is right in. Jimbo don't participate in no interviews.
Nope.
Ooh, this has been an
That's not
interesting
true.
week here.
That's not true.
Before we go, we have Alex, Shalaun, and Shantell.
Yes.
And they live this particular lifestyle, which would be called, Alex,
Polygyny.
polygyny, which means,
A man with multiple wives.
and when you say multiple, that means you could have more than two.
Two, yes, you can have it up to 4 or 5. Many you can. I can handle 2.
That's your limit.
That's my
That's your limit.
Yeah.
Because Jimbo said he's still having difficulties with the one he got.
Yeah. I mean, the sex part sounds great because you have two, but
Facts.
also
He said facts.
also dealing with my thing was dealing with other two personalities and try to keep everybody happy at one time. That's probably gonna be the part that's challenging.
And that's a very challenging part because they are two different individuals. They are strong individuals themselves. So one, when she's going off, the other one's going off. And then it's not only including them. We have 2 kids.
Oh, okay.
So I'm taking on 4 different
Okay, stop.
personalities.
You have 2 kids. One each, or
Both with Shalaun. And then in the future, we discussed with Shantell down the
so
line.
who was there? Okay, I'm trying to figure out. So I don't want to get into the sex yet. J Mac, you can't be off mic trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, but it's legit. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let that
be real.
Okay.
This is
I'm
facts.
trying to find out the
Yeah.
right way to
ask
word
the
the
question.
question. Who was here first? Who
Right.
was here second? How
Right.
did
And I
y'all
don't want to
come
get to the sex part yet.
Right.
I want to understand what the lifestyle is, how it got created, how it started, how you fell into it. And was she your girlfriend at first? Y'all had children, and then one day you just decide, hey, babe, we need help here. Let's bring somebody else in.
That's the crazy part. All right, so I've been with Shalaun for 19 years. That's who I got the 2 kids with.
Wow. Okay.
And we met a troubling time, whatever, and that's how I got with Shantell, because we were on the verge of separating, so a lot of things were going on. I ain't gonna lie, I was a typical man, stepped out, whatever. That's how I came across with Shantell. And when everything we were trying to build back up, me and Shalaun, it was Shalaun's idea when she found out about Shantell. I said, yo, I want to meet this girl. She got
Wait a
you,
minute.
so,
Wait a minute.
Yes, it gets
Wait.
bananas.
That was your first
So
reaction?
you stepped out.
Yeah.
So
and-
Shalaun said, wait a minute.
But she wanted to beat her
no, it
up
wasn't
first.
like that.
It wasn't
Okay,
like that.
okay.
It was all
Okay.
crazy bananas.
So you find out that your man is cheating. Alex is cheating. You're devastated at first. You have to be.
Right.
So how do you get to the place where you're like, okay, instead of me trying to whip somebody's ass, that's all parties, and I got children over here, let me dig deep inside of myself and let me meet this person, and then how does this become what it is now?
Well, first I had to become one with myself, because at first I was just like any typical female. You know, I want to go out here. I'm going up to your job. I'm going everywhere you going. I'm putting a tracker on your shit. I'm about to find you.
Right.
I'm finding you.
Okay.
And then eventually I had to just go through, it's kind of like going through the grieving process. You know, you got those steps. I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm angry. You know, I just want to pack up and leave. But then I also had to sit back and realize there are things that weren't right in my relationship that maybe I wasn't doing right. Now, we've been together for 19 years. He's never stepped out on me, ever. So there was something about this particular female that caught his attention that made him want to go that direction. So in my eyes, I wanted to see what that was. And I'm a person that's willing
Leaving
to
was never an option?
No, it wasn't an option.
Because the children? Because you're just so much in love?
Because I looked at it as, if I was to leave outside and just go and find somebody else, I'm like, you know what, I'm over this, I'm going somewhere else, I'm going to find somebody else. What if that happens again? He's going to do the same thing. I invested 19 years with this man to go out here to be with another man to do the same exact thing.
Now, somebody hearing this would say, okay, you just sound like you gave up, girl, and you just willing to accept, this man, you know, moving around on you.
It's opening my eyes, because everybody out there in the world doesn't realize at some point in time, you're living the same lifestyle. Before you go on to the next, they're already talking to somebody. Guess what? You're a polygamist. Because while you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, he's my everything, he's my world, and it's just us, and then y'all don't have that relationship going anymore, and he's starting to move on or she's starting to move on, you start talking first. You start texting. You start meeting up for different events. But you still haven't fully divorced your wife. You still haven't fully left your girlfriend. You're cheating, but you're still living the polygamous lifestyle at the same time.
So who brings up the idea, okay, when do you finally say, let me meet this person before I decide to do whatever it is I'm going to do? Excuse me.
It took listening to the things that he was saying about her. What most people don't understand, at no point in time, he never talked negative about Shantell. Not at one time. A lot of men, when they go, oh, it was just a one-time thing, you know, she didn't mean nothing to me, blase, blase. No, he never down-talked her. She has great conversations. She reminds me of you. You know, we have this balance. All these things, I had to sit back and realize, okay, maybe let me see what he finds out in her that reminds her so much of myself.
Okay, now somebody could be listening to this and say, Alex is just a true player, and his game is just so magnificent that he can spit them verbs and pronouns to you. And hey, man, be quiet. And you be like, yeah, baby, that sound good. Bring her on in. You know what I'm saying? But you're saying no, that is not the case.
No, that's not the case.
Wow.
He actually sat down and he spoke highly of her from start to finish.
So you were moved because he spoke highly of what would normally be called the side chick.
Correct. And he was honest. He was honest.
Man, just take the telephone off the hook, y'all.
So then what happened the first time that y'all met?
Okay, there you go, Jazz.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, because I got another clue.
Okay.
We got a lot of questions.
Don't even call in, y'all. We're not even going to the phone lines. We got our own questions today. Y'all go find y'all own crew and do y'all own show. Go ahead, Jazz. Your question is.
So what happened the first time y'all met?
Okay.
Okay, so the first time we met, we went out, not out to a club, but just out, you know, somewhere just to get the feel of each other. It was our first time meeting, but we all three did go out, and we went, we talked, we ate, you know, she pulled me to a side because at first, when he first let me know, hey, you know, you might be meeting my wife, I'm hold on, you know, wait, because it didn't begin as a, oh, you're my boyfriend, oh, you're this. It didn't begin in that lane. It turned into that lane. So with it being turned to, yes, I am the side chick, it was like, okay, well, what does she want to meet me for? Like, what are her intentions? Can we take this on head on? Because you hear about cheating all day long. You hear about everything being done in the dark. So it kind of opened my eyes like, okay, well, she's coming at it in a mature lane. So who am I not to want to meet this woman? I've been with her man for, 2 years before anything. And it's just like, okay, let's see what this, I'm coming in open-minded. Since she's open, then I want to be open. We spoke about, everything, how she's, she's not mad. She just wants to understand it. She wants to know, where we can go forward. Where can we bring a solution? Where can we come together? It's obvious we both love this man. It's obvious he both loves us. It's obvious it's not a childish thing. We're not going to, you fight, I mean, at the end of the day, he's still either going to call one or the other. If if you say, oh, I'll never talk to her again, it's still going to be something in the dark, something shady. So let's bring it out to the open with 100% honesty. That's where we fall underneath Poly. So when I met her, we actually hit it off real nice. We were both like-minded. We were both goers. After we went to dinner, we ended up at the casino in Lake Charles. Like, we spent the whole entire night because we each had separate questions. We each wanted to be on the same page. And once we got there, we were able to move forward with our own bond together without him, because we already have that bond. And after that, it became a friendship. It became a sisterhood. It took off very fast. I wasn't expecting it to take off as fast or as open as it did.
Shalaun, that would be the same with you. You didn't figure that y'all would have, I hate to say chemistry, but for all practical purposes, a chemistry.
Right.
Wow.
Lost for words.
I got to ask for the inquiring minds out there.
Sure.
So Max laughing at me. So when you're together, it's separate with each girl. You don't actually get together as three ever.
You asking if they have threesomes.
There is a difference now in
There's
polygyny.
a rule. I guess there's rules.
You can't do that. But ours, we're all together.
Right.
So
it's called a triad.
We're a triad. We're all together, and we're all romantically involved with each other. So to make things.
Okay, calm down, J-Man.
was gonna say that.
It's just because
Which means when you say all of us are romantically involved, it could just be the two girls, or it could be all of you together, or one at a time.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whoever.
Do you have to decide who has time, or is there one that has more of a sexual appetite than the other? I'm not, because most men do, but as ladies, because somebody may be more into that than the other. One might be more of a worker, because we talked about this on the air that day. One might be like, I like to go out there and make that money, make these moves, maybe take care of kids. The other one might be more, I like to go out, like to, get busy one time and do all these other things. Yeah. Do y'all fit under that umbrella, or is it pretty consistently everybody's about the same?
It's pretty consistently. They go get money, and when we get our chances, when we have our days off, it's popping. I'm just leave it like that. Yeah, it's popping.
For the lack of words.
Wow. Okay. All right. I know y'all got sex questions, but I'm trying to go with some of the other deeper stuff.
I just want the rules. The rules.
Okay, I got it, Jimbo.
Yeah.
Okay, give it a break. Come back in another minute or two. So I know children are involved. How do you explain this lifestyle to the two kids you already have?
We keep communication with the children at a high level, so we always let them know what's going on. When they first seen it, they seen mommy step out with another female. They said, "Oh, that's mommy's friend." I was like, "Yeah,
Mom has a new friend."
Yeah,
How old are the kids right now?
My daughter's 18, and my son, he's 16, gonna be 17 in February.
And they have accepted the lifestyle.
Yeah,
you all live under one roof?
Yeah, we all live together. So it was a development stage, throughout the process. Shantell took the time to get to know the kids, build a bond and a relationship with them. Mm-hmm. So, it's understood in the household. These are my mothers. So they have a parental guidance. They have a parental anytime they need. So it became a good support system and a great love there for them too as well.
How long did it take before, Shantell, you moved in?
I want to say, a month or two?
They just
wow.
This. Oh, yeah. And it was
that seems to be kind of fast to me, huh?
Let me clarify. It wasn't even me to say, "Yo, let me come on, move in." It was Shalaun.
They have decided.
Yeah.
Now, is that because you would rather keep your eye on the other woman? I'm asking questions out.
It was.
Or you were like you felt so much of a bond with this woman, you were okay with allowing her to be a part of this.
I was okay with my bond with her, and I felt okay with letting her be a part of it.
Yeah.
But it was also, she spent more time in my house than away from my house. So I'm like, yo, you have clothes over there, but you get ready to get dressed and we get ready to go out, and you're like, hold on, time out. I got to go over to the other house and go get something. Why not bring it all over here? You're here Monday through Friday anyways after work chilling, and you're like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. And we just go to sleep.
Wow.
So before the three of y'all Before the three of y'all all met up, did you know that it was gonna did you have an idea of it working out this way?
Negative. I didn't even know. Like I said, it wasn't even my idea. It was Shalaun's idea, and we seen it off a show. She was like, "Let's, I'm down to being a thruple."
I'm down to be a thruple.
And I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yes.
Yeah, I was
I've
like, "You
never heard
bananas!
this.
This is crazy." I'm not. All right, I was like, "Whatever." And then when she brought more and kept, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm like, all right. I'm like, what man's gonna say
Just
no?
please remember, Matt, because I want to keep it on. Okay, so your kids accepted. I know
But that's why I wanted to go right there.
Parents, I know you want to stay on. Can I go to
The kids. Because this is getting on me, because I'm just thinking, you have a daughter, right?
Yes, sir.
So how can you... This is just crazy to me. Because if I had a daughter, and she's 16, right?
18.
18, right?
And she comes to daddy and she says she wants to live this lifestyle.
And see, this is the question I get a lot, like if I have to get the lifestyle. But there's a lifestyle for a lot of individuals in the world. Then parents turn around and shun their kids behind. You what? You like other men? You doing this? I don't even know. That ain't my child. I can't do nothing but know the lifestyle I'm doing. I love these women out, all the way to the end. As long as she gets to love and treated well and stays happy, that's all I can ask for. Treat my daughter well, and whatever lifestyle you want to live, whatever she wants to do in life,
you okay with
I gotta
that?
support it. The moment I sit there and shut her out and judge her, I mean, come on, that's the biggest critic right there, hypocrite right there.
Right.
So I can't do it. If she ends up in a situation like this, as long as the love is genuine and she has a smile consistently on her face and I don't really hear nothing negative, what can I say?
Okay. Now, what did your parents say?
My mother, my aunts, everybody love y'all, family. But
What your daddy say? Everybody ain't happy with this. Y'all lying.
But they know me. They know me personally.
Calm down, man. I like this. This is real. I like it. It's a fair question.
Me personally, my family was like, it's you. I don't expect nothing less. As for, I'm gonna let them answer.
Yeah, what
Right, so because I know you got mother and father.
My mom,
parents.
a crazy dynamic. My mom was actually in the household when we moved Shantell in.
What? That's fact.
So,
She lived.
she
Okay,
went, she
what
went
did your
to the
mama
typical
say?
mom.
I know your mama. Everybody is not agreeing with this.
No.
Come on, God, dog it.
No.
All right, calm down.
Basically, my mom knows
mad for
my
them.
relationship with just me and Alex. She doesn't know what it evolved into.
Oh.
So it's kind of like we're going around actually presenting it to her. Everybody in
she's
the
not
family
100%.
knows. Everybody, is trickling down to her because I want to. It's like I'm creating a perfect time, and I know there's no perfect time to share anything with her.
This is broadcasting, right?
Correct. So this might be the perfect time.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
No,
And
it isn't.
no, it's not the perfect time. I don't want to, throw this on her. But pretty much growing up, everybody really, they trusted and doubted me. So they trust what I'm doing. They know that I'm moving. They know I'm safe, healthy, everything, my well-being. Now, as far as my decisions, they question every decision that
So
I
your
make.
mama and your daddy don't know?
Not to this whole extent.
Oh, yeah, you scared.
Correct.
I'd be scared too.
Correct, because it's like I don't want to disappoint. I don't want to look like here she go again with another bad idea. Because I want them to actually see what it's evolved into before I present it to them.
What? They gonna see?
They're gonna see
That's it.
basically what it's evolved into, showing
Oh,
that
Lord.
I'm happy, showing that I'm sure with my decision before I actually say, okay, this is what I'm doing, but I'm not really sure. I needed to build this foundation first to be able to present
You have
it.
sisters and brothers?
I have a brother.
You think he done told mom already and daddy? And they already knew, girl, we knew you was going to do that
My
anyway.
family is a
We knew
little
about your
bit-
lifestyle. We was
it's-
waiting on you to tell us.
It's a little different. My family is different. I can say that.
Oh, my God.
So we're close, but not close. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's very different. It's not your typical household.
Okay, this sounds like another story for another time.
Right.
We'll bring her back for
I
part
have
2.
another
I
question.
know
All right.
we always ready for
Come on.
part 2.
Okay, so what if one of the ladies wants to bring another guy into the relationship?
I should know. I should know. That's okay.
That's another question.
fair.
And in the poly world, you do have that system. Depending on what relationship, like I said, everything falls under the category of what it is. It's polygamy, polygyny. Now, if she wants to bring another man, say Shantell or Shalaun wants to bring another man, our triad is closed. I'm not even allowed to bring another woman in right now, so I can't even.
So how do you know the triad is closed? Who determines that it's closed?
I'm
All
gonna
three.
leave
We
it
all
on. Yeah,
sat
we all.
down and
y'all
talking.
decide.
So there's
leave it
a
to them.
decision that has to be made by all.
Correct.
Yeah.
Could the
Correct.
decision ever be where, I've decided now that I would like to branch out and bring somebody else in?
Yeah, I would have to have a discussion
With
with
them.
them. Yeah, and if
Correct.
they don't approve it, there's nothing that I could do. I just keep pushing. Either way.
Oh, okay, can one just leave and go get her son from another dude and then come back to y'all?
It's
And
closed.
like, it's close. But
So
it-
once you leave, you have the freedom to move how you want. It's what's accepted within the people that you're with. Now, if that's not what your relationship is designed to do, then no, by all means, you can find your man. Go be with that man. Like,
Like there's a system, the polyamory, or I forgot how it's called. It's like polyq. Where you understand. We answer our DMs go crazy. We answer everything, and so we know everything about poly. It's because we also talk to a married couple, and what they do is they commit. They keep their marriage as a hierarchy. They respect their marriage, but they're able to discuss. Hey, I'm gonna go on a date, sleep with this individual tonight, but I'll be back in the morning.
Right.
You know, and that's how their system works. And it doesn't got to be the same consistent individual. They could go on a date with another person just as long as they feel like they love and appreciate that person.
That's how they work in that system.
That's how I said in poly, it's just different things how it breaks down depending on.
But in your triad, this is what it is.
Yeah, this is what
and
it is.
There's no interest in adding or subtracting.
Yeah.
How long have y'all been like this?
We've been over a year. Like I'm gonna get the date wrong, so I don't even want to.
I want to say in September we made a full year. So a little over.
So you're new to the whole triad.
Correct.
For all y'all, is this the first time being in a polygamy relationship?
Yes.
All y'all?
Yes.
Now, finances. You all live under one house.
Right.
How does that work? Do y'all have one bank account and everything funnels through there? Or
is Alex the breadwinner and he work all day?
Accounts, or who pays the bills?
Yeah.
We all put in. We all keep everything equal. You know, I pay a majority of the things. You know, but it's we just to keep everything balanced. But financially, I mean, add another person, it just boosted up the finances at home, which was a wonderful thing right
we
there.
Were all able to take care of it.
Oh, me. I'm in a different tax
Alex
bracket
seems
right now.
I don't know if I feel Alex's excitement. I don't know about the other two, but Alex loves everything about this relationship. Do y'all love it just as much? I feel his excitement.
We do. We're more mellow.
Laid back.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
But it's it's beneficial to all three have something.
And you're
to bring
okay
to
with
the
sharing
table.
your man?
Correct. If she's okay with sharing her husband.
And then
so who am
wow,
I?
you're right. You
Who
show
am I
right.
to
So
say
and how does
no?
that hierarchy work?
We don't have it.
We
have it.
refuse to have it. At the beginning, we did have it because your marriage and your main relationship should, be the main priority.
Mm-hmm.
But when she told me, yo, I do see her with us forever, we started talking about family building and everything with us and making plans down the line. No, you got too much.
Come on
But when that started getting into the process, when she started discussing, that's why we're like, okay, well then that hierarchy system where we had to put this first had to come down. That guard, you know what I mean? When you just bring someone else new, that guard has to go down and respect them on an equal level.
How do y'all present this amongst your friends? And I know you say, and when you and the family cookout, how does this work? This dynamic work?
I'd be like, I came with the wifeys.
Family reunion.
I came with the wifeys. They'd be like, what? Say that again? I said the wifeys. And Uncle Charles probably be like, you brought 2 women? I said, look, just because you gotta leave your side girl at home and your auntie here, I ain't gonna let her know nothing. So it's kind of the same. You know what I mean?
You just saying you hiding yours.
Yeah,
mine is out in the open, and I'm
Okay.
happy and comfortable
We
because
happy,
mine
yeah.
is in the open. You gotta hide yours. You're gonna be at the
You gotta hide
cookout,
yours.
but later on you're gonna drop off
But I'm
auntie and you're
gonna
gonna go
put your
flip
side
on
girls
her.
to go plate in my car. Just make sure you get it and take her after.
Now you guys realize now most people this is shocking to hear.
Yes.
It is shocking. Now, most men like Alex is living his best life. They singing that song right now.
Right.
But there are a lot of women, they're not going to be willing to share their man.
Right.
How do you divvy up who gets time? Is there ever a time where he gets to spend time with just one of you and not the other one? Does it always have to be a triad when you do things? When we go to the movies, we all go to the movies. When we go to the picnic, we all picnic. How do you do this? Or, is tonight your night? Tonight your night? Do I sleep with you one night? Do we all sleep together? What's the dynamics there?
As far as outings are concerned, it's basically whoever has time with whoever. That's what makes it a triad. So say, for instance, Alex is at work and me and Shalaun want to grab a
Y'all
bite
out.
to eat or, go to the mall, do anything. We are all three in a relationship. So that time aspect is when whoever has time with whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping, we all sleep together in one bed. So, hey, if one...
Wait a minute.
Correct.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Why you
Why
shocked?
is that a problem?
We live together.
Yeah, why is that the-
I'm thinking like
What, you think we got a bunk
mean,
bed
'cause-
and a twin up here?
They have king size beds,
I'm thinking like there's different bedrooms.
I got a top
no, we
bunk
see
now.
Look, I've had friends that I'm not going to say what religion, but I've had friends that are a certain religion, and in their religion they're allowed to have more than one wife.
Right.
Yes.
Which made their religion very attractive. And anyway,
Correct, I agree.
but they had wives that they would set up because the rule is under this particular religion, as long as you're able to take care of you and yours, everything is above board, so to speak. So, this guy, he might have she got her own business, she's doing her own thing, she got her own house, so he might spend time in North Carolina, and the other half of the week he spends in New Jersey. So he might do his thing like that. I've seen it done different ways, but I have had friends who've had these kind of relationships, not kind of like this, but where they're able to take care of certain people, the women in their lives. So it's kind of allowed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a form of poly as well. That's
it
the
is.
whole umbrella.
Yeah,
what
that's
makes it together is the triad. So that's what makes it as all three of us together in the same household, underneath the same roof, in the same bed.
Raising the kids
all
doing
together.
Just daily family activities.
Yeah, we
a
regular
triad.
people with an addition.
Now,
I have a question.
do
for
you
Alex real
promote?
quick,
Do you
though.
promote this lifestyle to other people? Like, this is a lifestyle that we think some people in society should be a part of, or a no?
That's one thing we don't do. Like even the day coming here, we bless and thank you for putting us on there because we are not here to promote,
The lifestyle.
advertise.
That's not
We're
what you're
just
doing.
here to educate.
You heard
We're
us
just
talking
here-
about
yeah,
it.
we
And
just
said
here
if
to
you want to have an
educate.
understanding,
Educate.
and that's
Yeah.
what you did. If you had, if you want to understand it, we live the lifestyle you're
Yeah.
talking about today. We'll come on and talk about it.
Yeah, I just want to
appreciate
educate,
y'all.
so I don't
Thank you, too,
promote that.
for
But
your
yeah, that's
honesty.
one thing when they come to us and they ask us questions and everything. But like, look, this is how we live. This is kind of it is. It is very difficult because you deal with the jealousy. You deal with at the beginning
Right.
especially,
Right.
there's a lot of obstacles that you have to overcome. But for some it's beneficial, for some it's not. And I just wanted to come out here and just educate, not really promote and say, hey, you know what? Tomorrow, let your
Everybody need to
girl
be
know
doing it
you
now.
got this on the
Right.
side, or you a female, everybody know what the side. Nah,
Most
this
women
and that.
saying that her man ain't got a chance at this lifestyle anyway, so she's saying don't get no ideas,
Yeah,
player.
don't
So
get- yeah.
Well, that's my
don't do
question.
it.
Alex, now your wife made a big sacrifice for you. If this was on the other foot,
Oof.
and you
Could you have made the same
Could you
sacrifice?
make another man? Could you have a triad with another man? Could you have done that?
God willing, I could not. No,
He's honest.
I couldn't.
He's honest.
Everything, and like I said, but there are triads like that. Me particular now, because like I said, you have one or two choices. Now I could do it with her if she allowed one rule, and this is a different form of poly. If she said, "Hey, I want another man," I would tell her, like I just described our friends from out of town. Okay, when you go out and sleep with a man, I'm gonna go sleep with other women. If that's the way you want to do it. And now is she gonna allow that? I doubt it's gonna be continuously going around randomly, but I don't know, I can't answer for her.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't that option, of course, because I am poly. So I could do it that way. But as to me bringing another man, I mean, that diameter is, I got to be committed just to her, and I got to kick it with this dude. Or you have the other option that you're going to roll around with this dude. And I'm no disrespect, I'm far from that.
Say no more, young player. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more. 2 sticks is a crowd, my brother. I'm sorry.
A lot of times
I'm
I
sorry.
get the question is, well, were you always attracted to women? Yes, I've always been attracted to women.
So that was already in you anyway. So
Yeah.
there probably wasn't that much of a pull to make this happen.
Right.
It was like, what? I get a
And you were the
woman
same
and a
way,
man?
obviously. See, I think there already has to be an attraction for the same sex when you go out there. I think Alex just probably benefits from
At the end.
her seeing like, oh, my man got good taste. Okay.
He's been smiling the whole time. He's
Well,
been smiling
yes.
since I met him.
He
This
has
is go
been.
away. This is the yes. Where's the Lil Duval? Play.
Yeah, man.
Run that record. No.
And they're beautiful too. So I feel you. Okay, I'm not.
Yeah,
mad.
it's a blessing.
I literally have no more questions. I know the phone line's going crazy. No, I just.
It's our time.
Yeah, we all need it. We all need a moment. Go get you a glass of water, drink it up. Here's what I want to say. I just want to say I appreciate you guys coming on. Your honesty. When you first hit me, I was like, this is not real. I said, but you know what? What the hell do I have to lose?
Right.
Let's have them on. Let's talk about it. It seems to be very genuine. Seems like there's a lot of love and affection and care in the relationship. All I can do is hope and wish for the best for you guys. Don't know if it's for everybody, but it seems to be working for you guys right now. So I guess it's the word continued success. I don't know, but I do appreciate you coming here and telling everybody the lifestyle and listening to the show as well, because you said I could come on and shed some light on what you're talking about today, because obviously nobody in the studio could. So I
We
thank all
appreciate
three.
you
Thank
for
y'all
having
so
us.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Whenever you want to bring us back, answer the phone
I know
lines.
they
I'm sure the phone lines are going crazy.
Right.
So we might have to just have y'all answer phone line questions
Right,
next time.
just
So
alone.
we'll do a part 2 show when we can do that. I can assure you. But thank y'all.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Wow.